pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On behalf of the board, I'd like to thank everyone for appearing tonight. And Mr. Latchmore, would you take a roll call attendance, please?
Trustee Pelkey. Here. Trustee Bernard.
Here.
Trustee Southwick.
Here.
Trustee Arno.
Present.
Mayor LaBounty.
Here. Now we're going to open up the meeting to the public. I see we have one individual, Mr. Stalcott, likes to address the board to read the guidelines for the public comment. Individuals wishing to speak during public period must sign in. Speakers must be recognized by the mayor. Speakers must step to the front of the room. Speakers must give their name, address, and organization they belong to, if any. Speakers must limit their remarks to 5 minutes. Speakers may not yield any remaining time to another individual or speaker. Board members may, with the permission of the mayor, interrupt the speaker during their remarks, but only for the purpose of clarification of the information. All remarks must be addressed to the board as a body, not to the individual board members. Speakers must observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste. Interested parties or their representatives may also address the board by written communication. Mr. Stalcott, you may address the board.
Good evening, gentlemen. I watched the last board meeting and I saw that you were looking to change Village Code 57-4, the Development Code. Why? Is it in response to PRS's application? Because Mr. Latchmore actually told me that's why you were looking to change it.
If you got anything to say, now's your time to say it. Nobody from this board is going to address you, Mr. Stalcott, so you can, there's going to be a public hearing, it looks like, on this, so if you have something to say to the board, now's the time to say it.
Well, that's my question, though, is why are you looking to change the code?
Once again, if you have something to say, make a statement. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to engage in any question and answer period with you or anyone else. So, once again, you have a statement to make.
Well, changing the development code, if you're adding hurdles to development, it's going to hurt the village. Development is what lowers the cost of living to villagers. So I'm just trying to understand why we're looking to change that code. You know, as the property values go up, taxes go up. It lowers the cost of living. Just like if my property gets developed, our taxes go up, cost of living goes down. I'm just trying to understand the purpose.
Once again, Mr. Stalcott, are you finished addressing the board?
I guess I'll address it at the next meeting then.
Everyone has in their packet minutes of the October 16, 2023 regular meeting. If there's no changes after reviewing of that, I need a motion to accept those minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as printed.
Second.
All those in favor of accepting the minutes of the October 16, 2023 regular meeting as printed, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Bills, Mr. Letourneau?
There's no additions or deletions this evening.
Everybody has in their packet a copy of the bills. Is there any questions or discussion on those bills? If not, then I need a motion to accept those bills.
I make a motion to pay the bills as printed. Second.
All those in favor of paying those bills, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The bills are to be paid. Mr. Latchmore, correspondence, please.
I have 3 things for correspondence. The first one that I would like to address the residents and the board with is the village launching its new website. We launched the new website on November the 3rd, and there's a few things that I'd like to point out as far as highlights. Our new design provides a more user-friendly experience from bill pay to board minutes and agendas. The website is fully equipped with accessibility and is ADA compliant. E-Notify users and admin controls. So what we would ask the residents to do, if they'd like to be notified of any alerts within the village, to go on the website and register their email address, and they would have to register what alerts that the resident would like to be aware of, that they would receive notice of. So we encourage the citizens and the residents of Rouses Point to go and make that registration and go and take a look at our new website that's been fully redesigned. And Arsen had put in a lot of time and effort in making this successful and to come out as nice as it had. So thank you very much, Treasurer LaJournal, for that. The next thing that I wanted to mention for correspondence is that it's published on the village website. It's on the village Facebook site as well. It's the Walk With Us. So starting at the Village of Rouses Point office, which is 139 Lake Street, the Clinton County Health Department needs input on our project to make our community safe to walk, bike, and roll. And we're gonna have this community walk. It's going to be held on Monday, November 13th at 4:30 p.m. And it's gonna start at the village office at 139 Lake Street. The next thing that I received for correspondence, I just received it this evening, and it is addressed to the administrator, the mayor, and the trustees. The Rouses Point Stars and Stripes Committee would like to request Rouses Point Village approval to temporary block traffic on Saturday, December 9th, 2023 on Montgomery Street from Rose Ave to Lake Street from approximately 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. for the annual Santa Speedo Run fundraiser and community event. This event will also be requesting the Rouses Point Fire Department during this time slot, if available, as it previously has done in previous years for this event. And it's signed by Mr. Matt Favreau, and he's one of the RP Stars and Stripes Committee members. So this is something that the board would like to entertain, that the board would need to make a motion to approve this.
I'll make a motion that we approve the shutting down of Montgomery Street from 3 to 3:30.
I'll second that motion. Mr. Latchmore, we take a roll call vote on that, please.
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye. The ayes have it. The resolution has been approved. Anything else, Mr. Latchmore?
That's all that I have for correspondence right now.
What about the article section?
I have, under myself, local law 2 of 2023, the flood damage prevention. The written authorization has been accepted by DEC. I need a board exception to put this out to a public referendum. The board should have had a chance to review this. If there's no discussions, then I will ask the administrator to take a roll call vote to put this out to public referendum.
We need a motion. I make a motion that we put local law up for public comment. Also, we do in our next meeting?
So it's got to go to a public hearing,
Public
and
hearing.
after the public hearing, you have to do your roll call
Okay.
vote for either approval or.
I'll second.
A roll call vote on that, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye. The ayes have it. The resolution has been passed by a public referendum. The next item I have is Resolution 23-23, 2024 elections. The 2024 elections have been tentatively scheduled for March 19, 2024. There will be a position of mayor up and 2 trustee positions up. If there's no discussion on that, and I'd like to have a motion that March 19th, 2024 be the date set down for the village election.
Mayor LaBounty, could you please indicate the date of the election, polling places and time, please?
Excuse me?
The date and time of the election and where the polling places will be held.
Okay, March 19th, 2024, the polling place will be the rec center where we are sitting in right now. And the time we open, is it at noon? Noon to 6 p.m., is it?
No.
9 p.m.? Okay.
Thank you.
Can I take a roll call vote on that, Mr. Latchmore?
So we're gonna need a motion and then a roll call.
I make a motion to accept the village election.
I'll second.
Roll call vote now, please.
Trustee Pelkey.
Aye.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye. The ayes have it. The election's been approved, time and date and place. Next item I have is Village Code 57-4, Commercial Industrial Development, changing the code. We need a motion to push this out to public referendum also.
So, Mayor LaBounty, could I just add something on that? So, there was an email that was sent to me from Mr. Stalcup indicating that he did some research in reference to this local law. The research that he has found is that there's other municipalities throughout the state that have to do some upgrading of their infrastructure for their electrical system because of shovel-ready sites or for new development. And based upon the study that Mr. Stalcup sent me from the article from our governor from the state of New York, what Mr. Stalcup is indicating is that if we change this local law, if we need to do any upgrading in our substation, we may not be eligible for any grant money from the state. In a nutshell, would you?
That's good
Say
enough
that-
for Mr., we're having a discussion. This is what the email was sent to you, fine.
That's
I
good.
understand what it was. Okay. We'll clarify it. I make a motion that we push 54 or 57-4 to a public referendum. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I'll take a roll call vote on that, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye. Motion is passed. Have a public referendum on 57-4. Next item I have is Village Code for the dogs. Everybody's had a chance to review it. It's been accepted again by the powers that be from DC. We need a motion to push this out for public referendum to be accepted and put in our code. Do I have a motion to accept and push this out to public referendum?
I'll make the motion to push this out for public referendum.
Second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. The next item I have is code officer is doing educational conference March 4th through the 7th. We need to have his travel expenses paid for and approved by the board. So I'll make a motion that we authorize the code officer for travel to the educational conference March 4th through the 7th.
I'll second.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Menard's aye.
Pardon me.
You went Arnold twice.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. Code officer's been approved for travel. The next item is local law 2 of 2022 and 3 of 2021 electric boiler. Apparently, from what I've been explained, that this item was brought up before in front of the board, and approved by a public hearing, but never voted on by the board members itself. So we need now to have another public hearing. Our attorney has advised us to have another public referendum on this electric boiler before we vote on it. So I'd like to make a motion that we have a public referendum on the electric boilers within the village limits.
I'll second it.
Public, or roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore?
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick.
Aye.
Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. And last is we have a need of a new truck for our electrical department. We need a motion to allow the administrator to go out for bids for our new truck for our electrical department. Do I have a motion for that?
I make a motion, we buy a new truck for electric department.
Second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore?
Trustee Pelkey. Aye. Trustee Menard.
Aye.
Trustee Southwick. Aye. Trustee Arno.
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty.
Aye, the ayes have it. The administrator is authorized to get bids for a new electrical line truck. That's all I have.
No, it's not a line truck.
Or just a new truck, rather.
Pickup truck.
I apologize. Trustee Arnold, do you have anything?
Yes, I have a proposal here from Don Diesel to fix the slate at the railroad station. There's probably about 10 or 12 pieces of slate that's off the roof. And he said he can match the slate pretty close to what's existing up there and the size. And the labor and material is provided by the contractor, and then the insurance would be provided on request. And it's $4,975. Mr. Diesel,
Anybody want to discuss on that, or?
What was the cost?
$4,975.
I don't think that's a bad price.
Is it the leaking, is that what it is?
No, it's not leaking yet.
Oh, okay, but it's, we got some visible damage?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mhm. I'd like to take and talk to Mr. Diesel myself and see what he's gonna do and stuff like that. And how he's gonna do it. I think it's a little high myself.
You want to table this and speak to him, or?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so we'll bring it up next meeting after you've had some discussion with Mr. Diesel to see if you can get him to lower his estimate.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
Anything else?
Yes,
Trustee
the parade of lights for the fire trucks is November 16th. It starts at 7 p.m.
November.
What's that?
December.
November.
November 16th.
2 weeks.
Yep,
Okay.
that's what the chief told me tonight.
Okay. So that's before Thanksgiving.
Yep,
Okay. At what time, Benny? I'm sorry.
7 o'clock.
7.
Anything else, Trustee Arnold?
Nope, that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Trustee Menard?
Just one thing, I'd like to thank our village crew. There was a lot of brush and leaves and everything that was scattered throughout the village. They picked it all up. The village looks really nice. They did a good job of picking it up, chipping it, and getting everything picked up in the village. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Pelkey?
Yes, I noticed that the Champlain Technology Group's been working on Chapman Street. Do we have any more of an update of when those poles are coming out? I mean, I know they've been working up there, but it's not like daily, it's every.
I'm going to call Mr. Michael Southwick again this week. The last conversation I had with Mr. Southwick, he indicated that he firmly believed that the poles would be coming down before the snow flies. Hopefully the snow doesn't fly early, but he indicated that that was going to be underway sooner than later.
I just want the people to know that we are working toward getting those poles.
Absolutely.
We all been asking the questions and, it's the last street of our village to be on there.
I I've been in contact with Mr. Mark Merrill,
I know you have.
who lives on Chapman Street, and he has a valid point that Chapman Street residents pay taxes just like any other street resident, and they deserve to look out his window and not look at telephone poles just like everyone else. So I have had 3 discussions with Mr. Southwick, and they all been positive, and I think we're heading in the right direction.
I noticed that there's been some activity up there, they have been working on it. but
Perfect.
Unfortunately, I mean, we'd like to have it done sooner than later, but
Yeah.
it's been years, it's time. The second thing I have is I need an executive session to talk about personnel matter.
I'll make a motion to, or second it.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor of going to an executive session at the end of the meeting, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. It's been approved, we're going to executive session at the end of the meeting. Anything else, trustee Pelkey?
That's all I have.
Trustee Southwick?
There is public skating on November 10th from 3 to 5, as well as on November 12th from 4:30 to 6:30. There is also stick and puck on November 12th from 3 to 4. Happy to see people on the ice.
Okay, very good.
That's
And,
all I have.
The administrator has done another excellent job getting the ice ready. The arena's been good. We're having more people use the ice than we ever had before, and I think we're headed in the right direction. Last year, we made more money than we ever did, and I believe we're headed in that direction again. Once again, that's a big thank you for the administrator. Anything else, trustee Southwood?
No.
I have
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
No? You got something else you want to say?
Yes, on behalf of the village board, I'd like to express our sincere loss of your mother and stuff to you and your family.
I appreciate that, trustee Arnold. It's been a difficult couple of weeks, and I appreciate the support that I've received from the board and a lot of my friends and neighbors. It's very much appreciated, so thank you very much. Court Officer Cooper?
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Nothing to say? No. Anyone from the public like to address? Mr. Ashline?
Hi, Harold Ashline, 136 Lake. I was hoping I could get the board to consider making Montgomery one-way from Lake down to Rose. I have a small car, everybody's taller than me on the road, and it's very, and I got caught trying to go left onto Lake off of Montgomery a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty dicey, and I decided to go right. And I thought, I think locals know not to go from Rose up to Montgomery and try to hang left. I think locals know that. I don't know about visitors, but I just was wondering if the board would give consideration, because it should be a village decision, I would think, and because it doesn't involve a lake, or does it? I don't know. I'd just like to get you guys to consider it.
Okay, we'll definitely discuss that, Mr. Ashline. It's a unique idea, I've never heard that one before, but, okay. Anyone else?
To Mr. Ashline's point, I have seen other people propose a one-way street on
Okay,
Montgomery.
no, I.
Is that the first one?
Okay, no, I just never heard that before, to be honest with you.
It's a nicey turn.
I am not disputing that. but,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it's definitely,
We always talked about, we're trying to get the state maybe to put a stop, red light, like traffic lights up on, but they said there's not enough accidents there to justify and put lights there. I mean, how many accidents do you have to have for public safety,
Gotta have casualties.
Yes. Unfortunately, we did try to address it,
A long time ago.
yeah, but,
Just an idea.
yeah, one way would probably solve some of the problems.
We've got a one-way in Washington, so,
Yeah. Okay, I need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make a motion that we go into executive session.
I'll second it. All those in favor of going into executive session, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. We'll now go into executive session.